Coach, tackling on the edge was a problem with most of the defensive ends in the game against North Carolina. Just what did you see from them, and kind of what's the improvement that they need to make?
Say that part again.
The tackling on the edge was pretty poor throughout the game. Just what did you see from them, and what improvement needs to be made?
I mean, from a defensive end perspective, I didn't think we tackled poor at defensive end. But I mean, we got to continue to get better as a team. But like, if you go back and look at missed tackles of the defensive ends, that wasn't something that showed up.
Coach, we've seen Ryan hit some really long field goals this season. Just what was the confidence level sending him out early? I think it was 56 yards, and even after the timeout, just kind of what is the belief level in Ryan in those situations?
I mean, he's earned the right for our full confidence in everything that he brings to the table. He wants the opportunities. He practices hard for those opportunities, and when we get in those situations, it's a great weapon to be able to have a guy that you feel confident in from really probably 57, 58 and in. He's had a really remarkable season this year. He's gotten stronger as a player as his time here in the program has gone on, and he's a really confident player right now. So that's something that we got to continue to take advantage of while we have him on the team for sure.
One of the things I think people had huge expectations for Marvin because of his name and his recruiting and all that. It seems like just watching him before practices and after practices, the work he puts in, how pleased with that have you been, and what do you think the potential still is for him as a player?
Well, I mean, Marvin certainly, he cares a lot, and he does put in the work. I mean, he got, I don't know if you remembered, but like he was limited to start fall camp, and really he was limited to start fall camp because he rolled his ankle doing work on his own, prior to the season even starting, in that little window we have where we give him a couple days off. So work ethic has never been a question. There is some development that needs to continue to take place at the defensive end position and places that he can improve, but because it's really his first year playing in a true four-down system like that. But I think he has a huge upside in front of him. He's just got to continue to grow and get better. And I think every indicator that I have about him is that he's going to push and work and try the best he can to be the best that he can be.
Has some of the drop in efficiency for Pat been due to not having Jared opposite of him? And I guess secondly, how is he handling maybe not having the success I'm sure he would have liked to have this season?
Oh, I mean, he's frustrated. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of guys on the team that are frustrated, especially when he leaves opportunities out there. He knows he had a chance at a play the other day and didn't finish on the sack. But I think his mindset is this: look. The circumstance kind of is where it is right now, and for the next 3 days, 3 games, I'm going to do the best that I can do to go put on film what it is that I can be. So I don't think he's looking at it from a standpoint of all the negative. I think he wants to make sure he finishes the right way.
Alex did a great job flipping the field for you guys. How important was that throughout the course of the game, but also how disappointed were you in some of those long drives that UNC was able to score on?
Yeah, I mean, we had some opportunities where we had him pinned, and didn't do a good job of keeping him back. And, I heard a little bit of Coach Norvell's press conference, and his talking about playing complementary football, and those are situations you got a team pin deep. If you can get the ball back for your offense quickly, it obviously helps everybody. It helps the defense to be 3 and out, but then it helps the offense to get really good field position, and we got to be better in those situations. But in terms of Alex, he had a couple balls that got away from him in terms of location in the game, but he's been really good. I mean, he. I hate for him that's kind of been lost in the year, but, to this point in the season, I think he's leading the country as the #1 punter, and I think as a team we're the #1 net punt team. And, you're trying to find those things that you can build upon to create the confidence in and what we're doing as a program. But some of that obviously gets lost, right, when teams aren't having success. But Alex and Ryan have done a really nice job, and probably aren't getting like some of the national credit that maybe they deserve based on where we just are as a football team right now.
Could you, just looking at Notre Dame's offense and the challenges they present for your position group in particular?
Well, I have a lot of respect for Riley Leonard as a player. I mean, I was very concerned about him when they came in a year ago when he was at a different school, and what he can do both in the pocket and out of the pocket, how he can kind of extend plays, and also the design quarterback run. All that is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a physical game. That's their nature. That's who they are, and we're gonna have to be able to match that physicality to go out there and be able to have success on Saturday night.
Any other questions for JP?
Awesome. Thank you, guys.